Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Planet Nomads. Here, let me come around here. It's great to have you along on the Radio Man 03. Really awesome to have you along. Check out my guy. That's right. I'm a moonwalker. Don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden, he slides a little bit. Well, more than a little bit. Today, he's really cooking across the floor. But yeah, this is something that just started happening where I'm moving. I'm not touching anything. I'm holding the Alt key down right now so I can look at you while I'm talking to you. But yeah, he moves all on his own. Eventually it stops, but I don't know how long it takes for it to stop. So while you're looking and stuff, you've got this constant movement going on. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. 3D printers. They're not. This one's not printing anything. This one is though. Wow, that is really moving me today. Raining out. Deuterium Generators. Mark's been changed again. I know. I can't help it. The Deuterium Generator is amazing. You guys are so right about that. That Uranium Generator is so heavy. But look here. We're doing great. 27 Deuterium power in here. Gives us... Let's see here. Let me go ahead and hit E. Did I turn it on? I did. 25 hours and 17 minutes. And that's just with 27 of these guys in here. If I add more, it's even more power. So what I did with Mark, our massive articulated roving vehicle, is I took that harness that was over the top, I took that off before I even put the Deuterium Generator on, which lightened him up, but not very much. Once I took that Uranium Generator off of him, oh boy, I tell you what, I was able to soar all over the place with him. And you can see I have this now set up with a conveyor. So even at this closeness right now, it'll actually, if we had this, if we've got materials in here and we've got our 3D printers going, it'll pull materials out of Mark if it needs them to work at the base, which I've been working on. I got a little carried away. You'll notice there's fewer machines in here. The Uranium Generator is still over here because I've got uranium power in here. I've still got quite a bit of power, as a matter of fact, 217 hours. So why not leave it here, and it's powering the garage. Works for me just fine. Up here, I do have a switch for all the lights in the garage. That's only hooked up to the lights in the garage. The rest of the stuff, well, you know what? Maybe the doors are hooked up to it too. No. What do I have hooked up here? The lights are on directly from here. I've got something... Oh, I know what I've got hooked up here. I've got the lights in the causeway outside hooked up. I'm going to take you... Kind of a show and tell episode today. We might do a little building as well today. But I wanted to show you what I've been working on. I changed the color of the doors just to make the doors pronounced a little bit more as opposed to the green. So that's what I did there. I also took the ceiling and made the ceiling all black. I don't know if that was the way it was before, but that's what I did. I wish he would stop sliding. Also, inventory. We have now the level 4 suit, level 4 jetpack, and the level 4 multi-tool, which gives us, as you can see my inventory, a full inventory now. So level 4 is as high as we can go at this moment in time in the game. And we have that set up. Let's go take a sleep. We have a causeway now. I'm going to show you all of this, so just hold on to your horses there. We'll show it all to you. And boop, I got to show you guys this. Okay, so here's the Stasis Chamber. You can set it upside down with your head down here, but you can't set it up on this side on the ground. Developers? Do you know the characters slide? Watch this. Janet, can I have a slumber, please? And then I can say yes. 8 hours is going by. And then I can hit E. And watch this. Oh yeah, that's right. Kicks me right outside. I don't know why, but it does. It kicks me right outside. We will look at the build itself in the light. But let's go in here. This is the power room. Here is our Deuterium Generator. Sexy, huh? Look at him. Look at him. So cool. I had 2 in here, but I don't think I'm going to need 2. I have 80,000 watts worth of power. I'm only using 780 at the moment, so I think I'm doing okay power-wise. Deuterium Generator, we've got 53 cells in this generator right here. Now you can see I've got some piping coming out here. Unfortunately, it's not working, and I'm willing to bet some of you geniuses out there know why. In the water here, I have 2 pumps. I only want 2. Now, I could go all out and have 5 or 6 pumps and 5 or 6 of these and 10 of these and 20 of these, and I could have tons of stuff going on, but I feel like I'm by myself. I'm one person. It's a reasonable amount of stuff going on here that's going to, you know, keep me going. Oh, I stopped sliding. Oh, beautiful. Okay, it stopped. Okay, so this is what we got going on outside. I told you we were going to have this causeway that went across to a second building. The second building is up. It's there. It's not finished yet, but it is up. Along with a top area right here to kind of cover it up. So let's, this is what it looks like from here. So if we come outside from the downstairs of the garage, we got a causeway that leads over to building number 2. This little room over here is going to be, that's where our stasis chamber is. I've got the FAD there, and I have a refinery there as well. I'm going to show you that setup in just a second, but I want to show you the outside here first. Can I turn the flashlight on? Yeah, let's turn the flashlight on. This goes all the way down here, and we've got a nice walkway here. This is going to bump out one more on here, because I do want to be able to walk around the other side of the building from the outside here. I want to be able to do that. So that needs to come out, and we're also going to stretch this out a little ways this way into the lake, and we're going to put 4 greenhouses in out here as well, okay? And a little building for a food and drink machine out here as well, so that we can process food out there. I could consolidate everything into one building, but that's not how I roll. I like to have multiple buildings that I have to go to do things. There's been a lot of talk about, you know, if you put one of those conveyors out, you can just build without having to have the stuff in your inventory. I know, but I kind of like moving about the base, because as I move around, I see something and I say, oh, you know what? That would look really good right there. And then it just kind of spurs some imagination in me when I move around about. So maybe later on down the road, I'll do one of those conveyor tubes where I don't have to have the parts in me. I just have to have the 3D printers working, and then I can just, you know, utilize the parts that it's making by staying in one position and just working my heart off. Hold on. Okay, so we've got this. I've got railings up around the water, but I wanted the water here so we could see it. Something important to know about the pumps, in case you don't know. The pumps need to be submerged in the water a lot. I had most of this pump, about half of the pump, in the water, and it was not sucking up water until I put it under the water. So what I had to do was, let's go down in here, and hopefully you guys can see all right. Yeah, there we go. Oh, let's go down. Control. Let's go down. So you can see the pumps. I had to do a little bit of a drill here, a little drill job to get the pumps completely underwater, but we have 2 of them here, and they're constantly working. They are creating all kinds of dirty water for us, and it works really fast. We've got 2 of these guys down here. Okay, so let's, and they are powered, ooh, look at that. They are powered from the power room. In the power room, what I have is I have a switch on the wall here, right up here. Oh, which, by the way, that is the wrong color. T. All my power switches are yellow. Yeah, so I've got the power running from here outside. What do I got going on? I've got it running to the door. You can see I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got several lines running off of this one, powering things. That door and some of the stuff in there. Eventually what I'm going to do, and actually, you know what, I think I have done it. I've got a switch on the wall in there, so I've got power running from that switch into a switcher in here, and then I've got that switch running all the equipment in here. So I've got switches in individual rooms, so I can turn off a whole room if I want to. I feel like that's pretty good for me. I think I'm okay with that. It's working out. If you guys got something better, you know, or whatever, let me know. But so far, it's been working out pretty good for me. Okay, so let's talk about some piping right now. This stuff is really fun to play with. This is the conveyor piping. I have conveyor piping running from the pumps. The pumps are connected together with conveyor. Then it comes up here, and I've got it running over to the rooftop of this area right here. Let me turn my light back on. I was expecting the sun to come up, and it didn't. Yeah, there we go. And it comes right in here, and they've got these wonderful roof panels with conveyors in them. If you didn't know that, it is right here, this guy. Ceiling panel conveyor joint. It's not in the center. It's offset a little bit just so, you know, you can put it in corners and stuff like that, so you can run your piping into corners. And if you're the kind of person that likes to hide your piping, then you can hide it a little bit easier. I like to have it out and showing because I think it looks really cool. Somebody developed the design for this, and it looks nice, so I leave it out. But anyway, so what we have is I have the water coming up, coming over here, and down into this room in here. Let's go in here and take a look. Let's go ahead and holster that with H. There we go. In here, we have an FAD, and I have 4 chests going across the top. These chests are filling up with the water, just crazy like water. Now, to make the deuterium power cells, all you need is 20 waters. If we sat here and watched this, which we are going to, you need 20 waters and 1 carbon. Well, we have a carbon mine straight out front of our place, so we've got carbon for days. I'm going to throw that in there too. So carbon's not an issue. I can go out there every other day and fill my inventory and more with carbon as fast as that mine pulls it out of the ground. So you're going to watch at 20, it's going to pull these out of here. God, I hope it does. Otherwise, I'm a fool. And 20. Boom. So it's pulled those 20 out. So I have this FAD. You can see the pipe comes down from the roof and comes in here, and that's pulling that dirty water into here. Now from here, it's hooked up directly from the FAD to a refinery. In here, it takes that 20 water and it adds... It just takes the 20 water, and it's creating the deuterium power cells. I have 14 right now in here. I had a little bit of uranium left too, so I made some more uranium. So boom, we've got 15, and now he's waiting for this to take the dirty water and the carbon, I think I said this right, and make another 20 purified water. Which, by the way, I'm going to take those in my inventory because I don't have any water on me. So that's the process I have going on here. My issue, what is not working... You know what? Give me a second. I'm going to wait for the sun to come up. I feel like I'm kind of wasting my time. It's dark out and stuff. Let me wait for the beautiful sun to come up. It's going to be up in just a little bit, and I'll continue taking you on the tour of what I've done so far at the base. Welcome back. It's a little bit brighter now. The sun is out. That's a very good thing. Very good thing. Ooh, autosave. Ooh, boy. As soon as I came back, autosave. The problem I'm having right now is these guys are seeing each other. They're also seeing the pumps outside. So that's all working great. And you can see we've got stuff in here, and I've got water galore going for days. So I could really turn those pumps off for a little bit and just utilize this water we have in here right now. But I thought, what the heck, I'll just let it fill up, and I'll just keep getting the carbon from the mine that we have right out that direction there. There's a little mine. I showed it to you guys a couple episodes back where we've got a carbon and iron mine out there. Pulls in a bunch. The issue I'm having is that the power room, the Deuterium Generator, is not seeing the water. Like, the water is sitting in here. You see this? This is hooked up. All the pipes are together. If your pipes aren't together, nothing will move. But I've got this hooked up. It comes out, goes up and over, hooks up with this line right here. Boop. And then, you know, it hooks up with that line, and then the line comes over, and it cuts across, comes down through the roof right here. You can see right there. Comes in, and it runs into the generator. But the generator is not grabbing those power cells, and I'm not quite sure why that is the case. Now it's going to rain on my parade again. Ha! That's okay. So I'm not quite sure why that is. What I was thinking about doing, there we go, is perhaps maybe I need to run a more direct line from the refinery to the generator. Maybe that would be a better process to do. So what I could do is maybe you know what? You guys want to try that with me today? Let's try that out, because I've been thinking about it in my head. It's starting to hurt real bad. Let's do that right there. And since this isn't working anyways, Janet, aren't you going to tell me I'm in danger? Janet? Hello? Apparently not. She doesn't love me anymore. Do I have stuff in my inventory to build with? Yeah, I should have enough stuff in my inventory to build with. So what if... I need this here to pump the dirty water, the purified water that the FAD is making into the refinery. I need that there. What if... I'm stuck in the corner there. Oh, see, this is all... These are all numbered... These are all the regular square blocks right here, I think. They are. Let's see here. Let's go number 3. Do something like this right here. So let's get a few more of these out of here. That looks like that's enough. Number 3. I must have something over here too. I do. Yeah, I've got a block right there. That one's blocking me. I got to thinking about this. You get stuck on these little corners of the walls, so that's a thing, but it's not, it's not a game breaker for me. Okay, so we do this here. That almost lines up perfectly right there. Let's get the black on. Let's do that right there. Let's take this off of here. Let's go back to build. We need the T section. We're gonna need this guy. We're gonna need this guy. This guy. We don't need those guys there. And we're gonna need... let's grab the longer conveyor tubes as well. They kind of save a little bit of time when you're working on stuff. I don't mind the other ones, but, whatever. Let's go like here. I'm gonna come back in here where I can see in the corner. There we go. And... X. There we go. Just like that. And... Golly, man. Come on, let me out of there. If I do that there, then I'm going to have to do number 5 on top of... Okay, I can do a 5 there. Okay, a curve. There we go. And a curve. Right there. Okay, so now that's going up into the roof. Now, by the way, I put in an outside staircase so we can run over here. This is going to be our open-aired storage. Now, I'm going with the big cargo containers because they look really cool, and it's going to add some design up on this floor. These guys are not staying up here, these refineries. Matter of fact, I don't think I've even used them yet. I just put them up here and was kind of fooling around with the piping in the back and how you run it. So actually we're going to have our storage up here, and we're going to run a line from the roof over there over to here and hook up with these so all the stuff can get pulled in, and then we'll put our refineries down the room I haven't shown you yet. Okay, let's do this right here, and then let's go ahead, and this is almost going to line up pretty good. It's not quite right, but I think for our first attempt at this, it's going to be okay. And then let's go with a number 6. Is this the long one? No, number 7 is the long one. There we go. And X. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Just like that. And I think one more of these ought to do it. Get us over here anyways. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then we probably need a number 4, a little one. And then an elbow. And X. Yeah, there we go. That's it. I think that's lined up right. Oh, I'm one off here. One off. This stuff is really fun to play with. It's really, really a good time. I've really had a great time playing with this. Number 5. And then I need another one of these. Let's get number 4 out first, right here. And then we'll do another elbow here. And this should... There we go. Beautiful. We may need some parts. We'll see. By the way, this multi-tool 4, it's a pretty sweet deal, guys. Okay, so now I've got it running directly to here. Let's see if we've got deuterium power cells still in the refinery. We do. What I'm thinking is what's going to happen is maybe... Oh, you know what we could test? If I take all the power cells out of there, will it pull these 20 in? Let's try that and see. Maybe it's not pulling it because it's like, well, I've got some, so I don't need any more. You haven't got any now, pal. It didn't pull that 20 over, did it? But see, it's burning one right now. I hadn't really thought about that the other day, but I'm wondering if that's the case. Once it doesn't see power cells in here, maybe then it'll say, oh, I'm out of power, I need more, and then it'll start pulling it from the refinery. Nevertheless, this is what we're going to have, and I wanted to run a direct line from the refinery over there to it anyways. It looks really cool. I love the piping. I made it black just because, you know, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool stuff. So yeah, we're going to have to do this differently over here because, well, it it doesn't... It kicks me outside every time. Where is that anyways? We'll put a different one in. Compact med bay, stasis chamber. There we go, right there. Number 8. And this is where we sleep. There we go, just like that. Okay. This is the med bay. The medium med bay. This guy is also going to go in the room next door to us. He's not going to stay here. I put him here because I made some of these health packs, these trauma kits. Pretty awesome. And they're not all that expensive either. I mean, look, if you look at it, purified water, a couple of herbs, and then the fabric MK2. Very inexpensive to make, and it's 75 health as opposed to a 30. Or 15, actually. No, is that 30? Oh, I guess maybe that's 30 food. 15 health, and it takes 5 stamina away, which is, you know, no big deal. But these guys here, yeah, 75. So those are pretty nice. So that's the medium med bay. The medium med bay is pretty awesome. Now, if you come across the hallway, we got a beautiful window here. And if you guys didn't notice, I'm using the interior walls in here, which are pretty clever. I really like how they snap together. You have these guys right here. Don't forget them. You got to try them out every now and again. We've got that's a reinforced wall exterior with an interior conveyor joint, which is pretty awesome. Where is that guy? Is this him right here? No, it's These are the inner walls. Here it is, right here. This guy, reinforced wall, exterior, interior joint. So that's what's sitting on either side of the door, so I could create this hallway with just the interior walls, which come out really awesome looking because they're very, you know, they're very straight, but I love the design on them. It's really cool. And so we've got a door on this side, of course, to our chambers, and then we have a door on this side, which is going to be our 3D printer room. I have the medium armory set up in here, right? Yeah, the medium armory is set up here, and this is what I use to make the new suits and stuff like that, and the batteries and everything. And here's the multi-tool MK4, so we've got that in here as well. That's just still, yeah, it's just the pulse rifle. And then down here, what I did was I just put a chest down real quick to throw in our level 2s and our level 3s. And we have a PDA too that we didn't look at last episode. So we've got this going for us as well. We've got some backup stuff just in case for some reason we should die. We've got it, but you know, there it is. But this guy's pretty cool. So eventually this whole room is going to be hooked up to the storage chests up on the roof. I didn't want a bunch of little storage chests because I feel like it's just not going to have the look these guys give it. The look that big guy gives it. Well, you can't even see it from here. it just has a really neat look as we drive up. I think it's going to look pretty cool, and we could change the color of this guy too up here. I guess it just changes the ports and stuff. But nevertheless, I like how they look, and that's not where he's going to stay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both of them kind of over the top of our refinery area. Let me not walk off the edge here. Over the top of the refinery area, run a pipe down below, behind, like I've got all these refineries here. We'll run a pipe all the way behind them, and then they can feed off of that. And this pipe is actually going to run around the room, and then we can put the armory attached to it. We can put the medium med bay attached to it. All these machines can be attached to it, so any resource that we need them to take from, they can take them from these large crates. And these large crates are going to give this area, I guess, a look of, okay, that's the purpose of this roof, is to hold up these large storage crates. So that was kind of the idea I had in mind, was that I want these large storage crates, because they're going to just look like they belong up here and provide a lot of supplies to us and stuff like that. So that's why I've got these guys the way I do. I want these guys. I want two of them. One there, pipe between them, going down into the room, off to the side, down behind the refineries. It'll loop around the room downstairs, and then we'll have all the machines hooked up to them, like that. Okay, so that's the goal there, and we're going to work on this stuff in the next episode. It's my Tuesday, so it's kind of a short day for me to record, so I thought I'd come in and kind of show you. I got a little carried away working on the place, and I was having a really good time just getting creative and building and just putting stuff together, and I was kind of all over the board, as I usually am, just playing with different stuff. I really like these big lights outside. They work out pretty great. This one should slide down, or this one should come in a little bit, but, you know, you put lights where you need light, and that's where I needed light. So I've got those there. They light up that causeway really nice. I like how the rails look around the water. It's pretty cool. You can see in the water, but you're not going to fall in the water. And then, like I said, we are going to do a garden area off of here with these guys. I think at the end of that walkway right there next to that building, we'll come out. This water's not very deep, by the way, but it's easier to build this way in the water than trying to bob up and down. Nope, 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 nope. Number 1. T. So here we go. So we come out this far, say, and then we build something right here, right on this end. And when we put our back to build, we put our large greenhouses on it. Like I said, I'd like to have about 4 of them with sort of a central FAD room, so they all kind of run into that, and then the FAD will be, you know, powered by well, not powered by these guys, but it's going to be able to feed off of the different greenhouses and what's in the greenhouses. I've never used one before, so we'll see what they do. But have it all kind of run into that central FAD. So when I need to make food and stuff like that, I'll walk out here. I will walk out here into my garden area and enjoy spending time out here in the middle of the lake, working with the food and the plants and stuff. And then we could, of course, get back to business inside here. I don't have fabric on me. I don't even know if I have any fabric at all anyways. But yeah, I like to spread the base out a little bit and have fun running back and forth and stuff like that. That's part of what pulls me into the game. Let's see, I've got 28 of those on me. Let's grab a few more of that, a little more of that stuff. Let's see if we can put this together. Because this base is just about, oh, MK1 fabric. Oh, I thought it was MK2. But it is not. It is MK1. How much of that do I have? Oh, 18 of them. Beautiful. Okay. And see, if we have everything up here, then it's just going to use it. Composites, yeah. I'm short on stuff. I need to get things fired up and going again. But you get the idea, right? We come out here, and then on this end we'll put another float, and then we'll do, I want to do sort of a circular, as best I can, a circular shape out here with our gardens on each of the corners. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 of them. I don't know. Maybe only 3. 1, 2, 3. FAD in the middle with, you know, power running to it. Should work just fine. Yeah, should work just fine. But anyways, that's kind of the idea that's running around my head. And then we'll put rails on it and stuff like that, so it's something you can't fall off of. And then, should I or shouldn't I make this bump out and go around? I don't know. It's going to be kind of uneven when I do that. You know? That's just how that happened to work out. Yeah. I don't know yet. I don't know. But Mark is working sweet. You guys want to take a little Mark out for a little bit of a ride? I do. He's working out really great. And those things are cool. That's that conveyor. And you could see that they see each other because they're lit up. If I backed up a little bit, they can't see each other anymore. So they wouldn't work. Oh, nobody's working in here. What the heck? Let's do this here. Let's do 100. Let's craft those guys up. We're going to need some of those anyway, so we might as well do them. And let's hit U and get in U and hit V. So you can see already Mark is rolling much better. I've got the suspension now on speed or on medium as opposed to hard, and he works much better. I think I can get up almost up to 30. 30 on flat land. I can get almost to 30. Oh, I do want to check. Whoop, watch it. Watch it. Don't run me over, buddy. Don't you run me over. I want to see how this is doing here. Yeah, it's coming in. It's rolling right in here. I just cleared this out recently, so you can see the actual miner itself is filled up. I've only got it. Whoa. I don't want silicon. Yeah, I don't want silicon. I just want I think that changed on its own. I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, just carbon is all I want in here. So I'm gonna let this fill up, and then I'll take it in and use it to make some more of that water. And right now, the generator is fine. It's got 22 hours left on it. It's doing pretty good. If I need to, I just cut down another tree and fill it up. No big deal. But Mark runs much, much better. He's much lighter, especially with that Deuterium Generator on him. He's just smooth as molasses right now. He rolls really nice. Maybe those other generators I put up are out in this direction here. Watch out, dear. Some of you guys have sent me screenshots of your stuff. Really impressive. Big mining machines and stuff like that. It's really cool. Our next trip out, I would like to... Oh, here's another generator. Here it is. Okay, I went this way. I keep going the wrong way. Go. Beautiful. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Let's get out of third person. How's this guy doing? Oh, my... Good golly, Miss Molly. It's full. It's so full, too. Should start filling back up again. Yeah, I've got a little more time on it too. Let's grab a tree real quick. Let's get some more stuff in it. Some more biofuel. That's right, I can blow you before you hit the ground, tree. There we go, beautiful. The biomass generator is nice. The Deuterium Generator is sweet. Let's take a look at something real quick in our inventory here. This is the small Deuterium Generator. It weighs 250. 250. Now, let's go look at the Uranium Generator. It is right next to it. 2.7 thousand. So it's a lot lighter. It's fantastic, and I love it. And Mark looks pretty sweet. I put some rails on the side, everything too, man. He just gets sexier every time I work on him. Just so much better every time. And I'm gonna have to come out here with him and fill this up. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Already, just since we've been standing here. So it's gonna fill up these 2 containers in no time flat. So I'll be bringing Mark out here when I've got an empty inventory and filling him up on that stuff right there. I believe oh, you know what we should do while we're here, instead of being a buffoon. Let's go to build again. Number 1. C. And... oh, I always do that. I just have to walk away. E. Okay, beautiful. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, there should be another one around here shortly. That was another one of those humdingers that sits above the ground. This is the way I typically go to get resources when I was getting the nodes. I want to go back south to the desert. I really liked the way the desert looked, and I feel like I want to build like something else there. I don't know. We'll see. You guys are enjoying the series. I'm having a great time putting it together. I'm just really enjoying the game. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking for my other Jenny. I know I've got one out here somewhere. What I'm going to have to do is go back and remove some of these markers because they're just not... is this cobalt? I don't think so. I think this is... yeah, just carbon and silicon. What about this guy over here? We need a good cobalt mine is what we need. Yeah, no, that's not cobalt either. Yeah. It's a much darker blue than that one. The light blue is the carbon one. I feel like the desert could be a fun place to build. You know what? It's near these guys here, I think. I remember these guys were kind of a pain in the butt because I was like, wow, this is really close to them. I'll tell you one thing, we cannot get Mark up north unless we were put him on a flyer and fly him up there. Just wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Here it is. Awesome. What do I have going on in this one? I don't recall. One day I was just out exploring and having some fun. Holy moly. It's full of stuff too. Iron and carbon. Don't mind me, dear. Come on. There you go. It's still drilling. See, this has got 46%, which is really great. And I've got this one, looks like I got it pumping silicon too, but the silicon's only 1%, so I'm just going to turn that one off. We'll just take that with us. But at 46%, this guy's pumping some stuff out, for sure. Let's go ahead and get this guy set up with a marker too. Let's show it on the map, and we'll go F with that one. How much does it? How much fuel does this have? 16 hours. Okay, let's grab a tree. Let's grab a tree for this guy. This one right here will work. Look out, deer! Oh, whatever you are. Hey, 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 hey! Who's mad at me? Can't say that works very fast, but what'd you do? Why'd you have to go and do that? Chop down a tree, man. Must be his favorite tree or something. There we go. Now we got 51 hours in there. That's great. Sweet. Okay, so now I've got it marked for Mark. We can find him. All right, awesome. But yeah, to drive Mark up north ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. There's just too much water. When we flew up there, I realized that right away. That's snow right up there. that's Snow Islands right there already. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of space between us and there. And we found all kinds of markers that we need to take a look at too. Speaking of which, let's go back to our inventory. Let's right-click on this. This is a new dawn. Nightfall. I can hear something shuffling around, something big. It's moving with purpose, slowly, cautiously. My skin is crawling under the suit. I wish I could take it all off, take a shower, have a cigar, go to bed, like a decent human being. I keep picturing hanging out with Saray and Delgado. So carefree. Yeah, anything can happen in space, but it seemed like a fantasy to us. We were traveling faster than light to colonize uncharted worlds. How badass you have to be to do that. Or stupid. How many people shared the same dream and thought that nothing could happen to them personally? How many people died on that ship, burning to death, suffocating, crushed to pieces, or sucked into outer space, lungs imploding? No training can teach you what to do when your friends are lying on the ground begging for help. No training can teach you to look them in the eye and tell them you can't help because you have to save yourself. All their families will think they just went off the relay grid or something, and then Congenia HQ will issue a nice clean statement. Thank you for your service. Jesus Christ, maybe that's not the right way to look at things. Everybody knew the risk. After all, this was to be an opportunity, a new dawn for us. A new dawn. Biochemist Manicourt. Looks like it's third entry by him. We've got one of his. We've nothing. Well, we've got the mission information. Yeah, but Vicente, we have nothing from Vicente yet. And messages from Iridanus, we have nothing there. And Captain Ryu Tambura, we've got nothing from that one either. So, yeah, I mean, come on. You're going to go settle a rogue planet? Yeah, you better know there's some danger coming, right? I mean, it's just inevitable. Inevitable. I know, look at me driving through water after that horrible mishap. Ooh, I just drove right over the top of that rock. And we cleared it. That's good to see. I tried taking the back tires and making them turn the same direction as the front tires. It did not work well at all. They were like getting pinched and the vehicle was taking forever to turn and stuff, so I abandoned that idea. But look at them. Yeah, 41 now. 40. Huh. Open terrain like this. Cooking, baby. We are cooking. Nice. There's actually been quite a few resources right around here for us. It's been pretty plentiful. It got us to where we are right now, and then once you get the mines up and running, it's pretty nice. And now I know I've got even more of that stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, cobalt mine would really be ideal to have right now. We're going to have to get one set up, but I feel like if we're in the desert, everything like that is going to be a little more readily available to us as opposed to being up here in this sort of rainforest, swampy type area. So now if we drive in, we can just come in here and wait for it to turn green. Boop. And it'll feed off a mark. It's a little off. It's more than a little off. It's quite a ways off. Yeah, like that, right there. Bam. It's good to go. And then it'll take stuff right out of his inventory, if it needed to, and use it to build parts. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, alright guys, that's going to wrap it up. I'm trying to think, is there anything else on the base that I did that I've not shown you yet that needs to be talked about? I don't think so. I think we've got it all. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, kind of a show and tell. Next episode, we'll be doing some building together. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button for me, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. I want you to have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day. And I look forward to talking to you again next time.